Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Angelo from the T-Squad family, and today we ran into a small problem. I was going to install my LEDs on my RV because if you notice, under the awning there's a little channel that has our LED lights under it. Well, to change out your LEDs, you have to remove the entire channel. But today I ran into an issue. I have to open up my awning and realize that my awning doesn't work. So I'm going to show you what I go through, my steps that I go through to ensure the proper way to fix your awning if it does not go out. So today I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to walk you through what I do to troubleshoot the awning, why it doesn't go out or go in. I had this problem several weeks ago when we were on a camping trip, and I just jiggled the wires and it ended up working, but that is not always the case. Let me show you what I'm going to do. And I will be replacing the switch because I already troubleshot it, but I'm going to do this with you. So let's go. So first thing is first, you want to make sure your 12 volt is on. That's the number one thing you want to do to make sure that your awning, because it does work off of a 12 volt system. So now we're going to go inside. We're going to click the switch, see if it even moves, because the other day it would not. So awning. Nothing. Now, I do want to tell you that anything that does not work in your RV as far as switches and everything, you definitely want to go to your fuse panel down below or wherever it is in your RV. Okay, so after locating your fuse panel, like I said, this is where you want to troubleshoot to see if it is the fuse down below, because this is a 12 volt and the 12 volt fuses are down here. And you can see how it says, let me get that straightened out there. There we go. You can see how it says stereo, refrigerator, furnace. The refrigerator is actually on a 12 volt. It's just to spark it up to get it going so the propane can run the refrigerator. And the next one is the furnace. Next one is awning. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one right here is the awning. So now that we located the awning fuse, it's a small little fuse, it's a 15 amp. We're gonna see if that 15 amp without removing it is good or bad. How we're going to do that is we are going to make sure down under every one of these fuses, you can't barely see it, but there is a small little LED red light. So anytime a fuse is blown without removing it to find out what is blown, you're going to look down below or have somebody look below, because it's really hard to like flick the switch and then look at the same time and see if a red light pops up. If a red light does not pop up, that means the fuse is good. All right, so I'm going to show you what I am talking about. So if you look below, I am clicking the switch right now and nothing's happening. Now, let's go ahead and remove this 15 amp and let me show you what happens when it's removed. Now that we remove the fuse, that means it is not getting connection, and there is the red light that is on. So that red light that you see means there is no connection, and that means it is your fuse, if the fuse was installed. But since our fuse is good, and I'm going to put it right back, all right, and I'm going to push it in and watch how the light turns off. Did you see that? That means, oh, I got it halfway. I'm gonna put it in, and the light is off. That means the fuse is good. Also double check the fuse to make sure that it wasn't the fuse. I just wanted you to double check the fuse and see if that light turns on every time you flick the switch. Now, if we would have flicked that switch and the fuse is bad, the red light would have popped on, meaning you have a connection, a bad connection in between the fuse, so it's not making that one connection. So you need to replace the fuse. In this case, I truly believe it is not the fuse. It is actually this switch right there. It is very, very common for these switches to fail. We are going to go ahead. I did not try it whatsoever. We're going to try it. We're going to see if that's the switch. Very simple to replace. So if you are nervous about electricity or electrical, please stop what you're doing. Go hire a professional. I am in no way a technician or a licensed professional, but I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to do it at my own risk. Being said, you want to make sure no power is coming to this panel. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our 12 volt off. You have this little switch. That's how we turn ours off. Or you may have it on your bumper here or something, but we have it inside our basement. And I know that there's no power going to this anymore because, well, no lights. All right, to remove this panel, there is a little, just unclip this right here. Little push pins, put that aside. Then you'll have your screws, undo it. Now make sure all power is off. All right, so we got one here. One here. And by the way, if you see these lights glowing, that is my flashlight. It is not on. One there. One here. One here. The power. And now you'll see the panel popping off. Now, there's no power coming here, so I'm not concerned at all. That is a lot of wires. Do not be discouraged. So you're going to locate the awning switch, and you're going to follow the same wires on the old switch to the new switch. I said I ran into this problem a few days ago, so I went to Amazon. Actually, I went to my Amazon, and I went to my Amazon channel, I should say. And anything we talk about in this video, we are Amazon affiliates, so we do get a share, a part share, I guess, or a commission or something small that helps this channel continue to make videos like this. So thank you in advance. So I purchased an RV awning switch. It'll give you this one. It'll give you one without the cover. I chose this one because at the time I did not remember. If you notice, it says in and out awning. I did not remember if my old one, which is the one on the panel, said that or not. So I purchased this one. No need to worry. If you do purchase this one, you could remove the cover. And I'm going to try doing it with the cover because it does say in and out. And my existing switch does not. All right, so here's the switch. We are going to mirror it to the, as soon as I jump down from this table here, we're going to mirror it, and there's the switch. And if you look, it's almost identical. Actually, it's upside down. There we go. And it's almost identical as the current switch. 3 plugs going in and 1 on the left, 2 blues in the middle, and 2 yellows on the ends. Go ahead and take your new switch and just take the wires off of each of them and apply it to your new switch. This way, once it's done, you can go ahead and snap it in and see if it works. All right, so I am going to remove this wire, and you can mark them if you want. I'm not afraid to put my fingers in there because I know the power's off. There's absolutely 0 power coming to the RV. So I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to put it on the new one. Actually, what I want to do first is detach it from this panel. And how you're going to do that is there's 4 knobs, one there, and 2 on the other side. You're going to push them and push in. It's kind of hard for me. There we go. I did it. Oh, wow, I did it. There we go. And I'll give you an example of how it looks. See right there, those 2 knobs? There we go. So now they're pulled through. So I'm going to disconnect the blue one on the end, the single one back here. Now, the one I purchased does have directions. And if you want to look it up, you can. I just figure that it was easier to just follow what was on the panel already. And let's look at these directions here. Yep. So the red, the single one is the black, wire awning to motor. That one's going to the motor. Wire to the DC. Oh, I'm going to stop putting my finger there. And then the red wire to the 12 volt power. And the red one to the awning. So both of these are going to the awning. Both of these are going to the DC, the 12 volt DC. We'll tell you anytime I do wiring, I always take a picture of it. Always. This way, when I put the new fixture on, I know that it's going on the same terminals, I guess you could say, and it matches the old one. All right. So I'm going to take the old one, or the new one, my bad. I'm going to detach the first wire. I'm going to put the blue one in the middle here. Put the yellow one on the outside. Take the other yellow one. I don't know if you could see it, but right there. Pop that one off. I'm going to put it on the other terminal, all on the same side. Then I'm going to take the single side, pull that one out, and there it is. Guys, I'm doing this live. I have not tested it to see if that was actually the problem. And this is why I love my channel, because I literally do things like live with you. So if it doesn't work, we're going to troubleshoot it from there. All right. So I do want to note real quick that I noticed just now that this black wire right here is literally attached to the switch. So what I did was I popped off the fuse, which is a 7.5, and I checked it out, and it is good. So that's not the problem. So we connected all the wires properly, like we did. We followed the same diagram. Remember, the blue was in the middle on both sides, and then the white wire with the black attached to it is actually the bottom, and then the single white is on, with the yellow is on top. All right, so I ended up popping out the surrounding area, and I put it in here. So here we go. Ready? Well, let me just do this. I don't know what's out and what's in. Oh, right there. Extension, retract. So we'll go extension. Yes. Yes. Well, don't want to hit the guy next to me, so I'm going to bring it back in. So it was the switch. That's it. Yes. All right, let's put this all back. All right, well, there you have it. I'm all done. It ended up being the switch. I don't know why it failed, but I did end up replacing it. Let's sit right back on this table since Sandy's not here. She will probably end up be watching this soon. But hey, if you have not subscribed, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Share this to all our viewers, because we are all part of the T-Squad family, and we all have problems like this that we have to resolve. So thank you for being here. I have many videos out there, so if anything you have any questions with, please feel free to put them in the description below. I will put them in the comment section below. I will try to answer them. If not, shoot me an email at tsquadrving@gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook. Check us out on our social media as well. Meantime, I hope you guys have a safe travels and safe camping season, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.